क्या मैं पतला पतला हो गया क्या मैं? थिन आई बिकेम। हाँ, रियली? थोड़ा इतना इतना थिन हो गए। इतना थिन हो गया ना तो इतना हो गया। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सह गणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। तौ संतोषयता सन्तौ श्रीलरूप सनातनौ दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेखं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्यात पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः। हरे कृष्णा। So welcome all of you to today's Bhakti Sandarbha discussions. So we were discussing in the last class 98th Anucheda. So something is pending in that. Yes. Yes. Based upon we want to see the classification of the sadhus, devotees, based upon the archana actually. So it's like this section is completely just so very simple, and also just we need to know the different so translations. Not much discussion is there. Okay, so according to the archana marga, so based upon archana marga, so Mahabhagavat means what he should have. So tapadi pancha samskari. Next naivedya karmakaraka artha panchaka with vipraha Mahabhagavata smritaha. So based upon that means archana marga. So Mahabhagavat means first of all you should undergo for 5 kinds of the samskaras. Next naivedya karmakaraka. Third one is artha panchaka with. Artha panchaka with. That means you should be knower of 5 so subject matters. What are those 5 subject matters? We will be seeing very soon. Naivedya karma karakaha. So what it means also we will be going to see. Tapadi pancha samskari. So like tapadi pancha samskari means so having the symbols on the that means body. So that's Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, and also having the so Urdu Pundram. So like this different kinds of the samskaras, 5 types of samskaras he has to go through. So let us see. Atra tapadi pancha samskaritvam tapaha pundram tatha nama ityadina tatraiva darshitam. So getting the holy name, one more thing. So like this. So these are the things. So one has to undergo these 5 types of samskaras. So next, naivedya karma karaka. Naivedya karma karakatvam cha anena vachanena drishyate. So naivedya karma karatvam means what is explained in the following 2 slokas. Archanam mantrapatanam yogo yago hi vandanam nama sankirtanam seva tachihnairankam tatha tadiyaradhanem chejya navada vidyate shubhe navakarma vidhanejya vipranam satatam smrita. So Naivedya Karma Karakatvam means it is explained in these 2 slokas. Can anyone read the translation of this? Yes, Tapomai. Yes.
Hare Krishna. The 9 parts of worship worship the Lord are arsana, reciting mantras, meditation, sacrifice, offering respect, chanting the name, service, wearing the marks of Vaishnava, and respect for devotees. These are known as the Navijya karma of the Brahmana.
So Nava Ijja. Nava means 9, Ijja means worship, Karma means activities. 9 kinds of the worshipping activities. So those are the 9 kinds of the worshipping activities. What are those? First one is Archanam. So that means worship, the direct deity worship. Next, Mantra Patanam. Third one is Yogaha. So Yogaha. Next, Bhakti Yogaha. Yagaha. So that means sacrifice. Vandanam. That means paying obeisances. Nama Sankirtanam. That means chanting the holy names. Seva. So service. So Tachihnayankanam. That means wearing the symbols. And the final one is Tadiya Aradhanam Cha. Worshipping the devotees. So these are the total 9 kinds of the Navayajya Karma. So these are all based upon the Archana Marga. Who is Mahabhagat? We are discussing based upon the Archana. Okay. So that means Mahabhagat, according to the Archana Marga, so he will be following all these 9 kinds of the activities, devotional worshipping activities. Next, Artha Panchaka Vitvam cha, Panchaka Vitvam, that means with knowing the 5 subject matters. What are those 5? So Upasya Sri Bhagavan, Tat Paramam Padam, Tat Dravyam, Tan Mantraha, Jivatma. These are the 5 things. So one has to know. That means these 5 things, Artha Panchakam. So in the account of Varchana Marga, so the Mahabhagavat is knowing these 5 things. Okay. So Upasya Sri Bhagavan. First of all, what? You should be knowing the Bhagavan. Tat Paramam Padam. That means his abode. Tad Dravyam. That means the worshipable, so paraphernalia, offerable paraphernalia. Tan Mantraha. So Lord's mantras. Jivatma. That means about the Jivatma. So Cha iti Panchatattva Gnatritvam. 1. So that Mahabhaga should know all these 5. Tacha Sri Hayashirshe Vivrutam Sankshipya Likyate. In the Hayashirsha, that is one of the book. So in Hayashirsha, it's a Pancharatra book actually. So in that it is written, that means about these 5 things in a brief way. In a brief. So these are all the simple slokas. I will be reading the sloka and also someone can read the translation of this. Eka Eveshwara Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Pundarika Vishalakshaha Krishnaschurita Murdhajaha Vaikuntadipatir Devya Leelaya Chitswarupaya Swarnakantya Vishalakya Swabhavad Gadamashrita Nityaha Sarvagatah Purno Vyapaka Sarvakaranam Veda Guhyo Gabhiratma Nana Shetyudayo Nava Sthana Tattvam Mato Vakshe. So this till these three slokas are telling about Upasyaha. That means about the Bhagavan. Yes, Prabhu, can anyone read the translation?
These 5 objects of knowledge are briefly described in the following words of Sri Hayashirsha Pancharatra.
Yeah, 3 slokas translation we need. Yeah.
Lord Krishna is the only Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Supreme Controller. His form is eternal and full of knowledge and bliss. His large eyes are lotus flowers. and the graceful hair on his head is black. He is the monarch of the spiritual world, where he is tightly embraced by the playful goddess of fortune, her form spiritual and splendid like gold, and her large eyes very beautiful. He is eternal, present everywhere, perfect, complete, all pervading, the cause of all, the secret hidden in the Vedas, propound, and the master of many potencies.
Okay, bro. Thank you. So these are the different so attributes of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is worshipable. So in this Anuchya, just we are seeing the translations of this. So not much discussion is there here. So then we'll finish this Anuchya and we'll start the next one actually. Okay, quickly. So next what? First one was Upasyam. That Mahabhaga should know first. Upasya, that is Bhagavan. Next one is what? Second one is Paramam Padam, his abode. So we'll be seeing about his abode. Sthana tattvam mato vakshe prakrute paramam avyayam Shuddha sattvamayam surya chandra koti samaprabham Chintamanimayam saksha satchidananda lakshanam Adharam sarva bhutanam sarva pralaya varjitam. So this much, these two slokas. Yeah. Sthana tattvam ato vakshe. So he's going to tell about Sthana tattvam. That is the abode.
In Hayashesha Pancharatra, it is also said, now I will describe the transcendental abode, which is eternal, unchanging, made of pure goodness, situated beyond the boundaries of the material world, and effulgent like many millions of suns and moons. It is made of Chintamani jewels. It is eternal and full of knowledge and bliss. It is a resting place of everything. It will never be destroyed.
Yes, bro. Thank you, bro. So Chintamani Mayam, that means there are so full of so Chintamanis, whatever you desire, those manis will be providing you whatever you want. Sachidananda Lakshanam, Adharam Sarva Bhutana, Sarva Pralaya Varjitam. It is completely free from all the kinds of the so annihilations. So these are the different attributes of the so Lord's abode. Next one is we are going to see. Third one, what is that? Dravyam, tad dravyam. So dravya tattvam sunu brahman pravakshami samasatah sarva bhoga pradayatra padapa kalpa padapa bhavanti tadrusha valya tadbhavam chapi tadrusham gandharupam swadurupam dravyam pushpadikam chayat. Yes. Next one is also
Oh, Brahma.
Heyamsha nama bhavacha rasa rupam bhavedita tvagbijam chaiva heyamsham katinamsham cha bhavet.
Oh, Brahma. Now I
yeah.
will briefly describe the Lord's paraphernalia.
Yeah.
In the Lord's abode are many kalpavriksha trees that are the sources of all pleasures. In that abode are also many vines, just like those kalpavriksha trees. There are also many flowers and other things possessing sweet fragrances and sweet taste, and all like those kalpavriksha trees. The fruits there have no faults, and therefore they are filled with nectar. They are never hard, and they have neither skin nor seed.
Yes. So different paraphernalia which present in the Lord's abode. We are saying there are so many varieties of the so valyaha, that means creepers. So and also different kinds of the kalpa padapaha, that means padapaha means trees. Varieties of the trees are there. Gandharupam, swadhurupam, dravyam, pushpadikam. Various kinds of the flowers with different aromas. So those are also there. Heyam shanam abhavacha rasarupam bhaveditat. There are these different fruits. So they are completely free from the heyamsha, that means which can be taken out. Such a portion is not at all there. So such and fully filled with the juice. So such a fruits are there. Tvagbijam cheya heyamsham katinamshamsha yad bhaved. There is no so any hard item in that. So sarvatad bhautikam viddi na hyah bhutamayam chatat rasasya yogato brahman bhautikam Swadvad bhavet Tasma sadyo raso brahman rasasyad vyapakah parah rasavad bhautikam davyam atrasyad rasarupakam. What? Okay, this much. These are two lines also telling about the dravyam.
O Brahma, please know that nothing there is made of matter. It is all spirit. It is all sweet like nectar. O Brahma, in that realm, nectar is everything. Everything is sweet like nectar. Everything is nectar. Now the next, I think.
Tasma sadyo raso. Okay, this much. Next, now we will be seeing the mantra. So about the mantra, last mantras we are seeing. Vachatvam vachakatvam cha deva tanmantra yoriha abhedenuchyate brahman tattva vidbhir vicharitaha marutsagara samyoge taranga. Okay, this much only one sloka for the mantra. So what is the specialty of this mantra, Prabhu? Yes.
The mantras glorifying the Lord are described in the following verses of Sri Hayashisha Pancharatra. O Brahma, those who know the truth declare that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is not different from the mantras glorifying Him.
Yeah. Vachatvam vachakatvam cha. So deva tan mantrayo riha. That means Lord's mantra and Lord. That means are not different. Abhedena uchyate. That means like a word. Word is a vachaka and the meaning is vacham. So there is no difference between the Lord's name Krishna is a vachaka and the Krishna personality is vacha, and there is no difference between the vachaka and vacha. That means there is no difference between the mantra and also the mantra the devata. So mantra devata, there is no difference between these two. So this is said. Next about the jivatma. So 5 things they should know. Na? The fifth last item is jivatma. So what is said about the jivatma? Let's see. Marutsagara samyoge tarangat kanika yatha jayante tatswarupascha tadupadi samavruta asleshadubhayostadvad atmanascha sahasrasah sanjataha sarvato brahman murta swarupatah.
The individual spirit souls are described in the following words of the Sri Hayashisha Pancharatra. O Brahma, as many drops of sprays are created when the wind touches the ocean waves, so many thousands of individual spirit souls are manifested from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Some of those souls have material bodies and some do not.
Yeah. So there are. So like you see, when there is air is touching the river, that's some ocean. So then what will happen? Marusagara sanyogi. So then there is raising some kind of small drops, millions and thousands of the drops will be raising. The same way. So tarangat kanikaha yata. Example is given when there is air is touching the water of the ocean, there will be a small drops are rising from there. So same way, jayante tatswarupascha tadupadi samavrutaha. So in the same way, from the Lord's body, there are so many millions and millions of the souls are emanating. So like these are all existing in whom? In the Karnanam Sai Vishnu. So those all the jivatmas are there in the Mahavishnu. So those are glanced. That means when Lord is glancing on the Maya, so all those are entering into that Maya, and then after that, those will be getting in the due course of the changes of that Prakriti, they will be getting the different bodies. Okay, next Asleshad Ubayoho Tadvad Atmanascha Sahasrasah. So they are all like the similar Atmanah Swarupa. Atmanah, so Atmanascha Vat. So they are all like him. That means in the qualitatively, all the jivas are like the Supreme Personality of God. Sanjataha Sarvataha Brahman Murta Amurta Swarupataha. So they are getting the different kinds of the manifestations. So Murta Amurta Swarupataha. So some are not, and some are getting the different kinds of the spiritual bodies actually. So like you see in the Brahman, whoever is Jivatmas are merging, so they don't have any form actually. Any form means so Jivatma individual identity will be there, but so they don't have any spiritual body actually. Spiritual body is there with some Jivatmas who are serving in the supreme abode, and some are getting the upadis. So Jivatmas which are having the karma, so those are getting the upadhis. So like this, so varieties of the, that means, so Jivatmas, some are with the form, some are, that means with the spiritual body, some are without spiritual body, some are with the material body. किंतु भगवदाविर्भावादिषु स्वसोपासना शास्त्रानुसारेण अपरोपि विशेषः कंचित् ज्ञेयः. किंतु श्री भगवदाविर्भावादिषु स्वसोपासना शास्त्रानुसारेण अपरोपि विशेषः कश्चित् ज्ञेयः. So one more point is said here. So Lord's abode and Lord's about Lord also is discussed. So based upon your worship, you will be getting the, so the sakshatkar of the, so different types of the forms of the Lord. So like Sri Vaishnavas, they will be getting the, so sakshatkar of the Vishnu. So whoever is worshipping the Lord in Dwarika, so with the opulence, so those will be getting the darshan of the, or the sakshatkara of the, so Vasudeva, Devaki Krishna, Devaki Nandan, and who are doing the Raganuga Bhakti and worshipping the Krishna as resident of the Golok Vrindavan, as the Golok Vrindavan Krishna, then they will be getting the, so Yashodanandan's darshan, so sakshatkara. It will be different from the, based upon the upasana, it changes. So इत्यानुसारेण उपाधि सहितमेव. So next, जीव निरूपणं चेत्, so भागवतम 10:87-31 न घटते उद्भवः इत्यनुसारेण उपाधि सहितमेव कृतं. निरुपाधिकं तु विष्णुशक्ति परा प्रोक्ता क्षेत्रज्ञाख्या तथा परा अविद्या कर्म संगन्या तृतीया शक्तिरिष्यते. You can see Jivatma being explained with Upadhi in the Vedastuti, and also Jivatma without Upadhi is explained in the, so Vishnu Purana. So like this, we have the, so Jivatmas with Upadhis and also without Upadhis. So because people may think Jivatma means is always having the body. According to the Advaitins, Jivatma means what? It is with Upadhi only. And existence of Jivatma is only for time being. So once the liberation is happened, then Jivatma, there is no existence of the Jivatma. So, but here it is clearly said that, so Jivatma is without Upadhi also. That means eternally also Jivatma is existing. Without Upadhi also, Nirupadhika Jivatma is also explained, means even in the liberated state, Jivatma is existing. So if you say Jivatma is described with Upadhi only, and if there is no description of Jivatma without Upadhi, then what? So then it is Mayavadam. That means you will not find after liberation presence of Jivatma. So, but here, that's why here clearly is mentioning Jiva Goswami, Jivatma is with Upadhi also is described in the Shastras, and without Upadhi is also described in the Shastras. So that means Jivatma is eternal. But according to the concept of Advaitins, Jivatma is only for the, it is from the beginningless, it is there from Anadikala, but it will be having the Anta, that means is ending. So finally Jivatma going and merging, they don't take that kind of concept. Jivatma means according to them, it's just a reflection. That means Brahman is there, is reflecting on the Maya. So then Maya is finished. Where is the reflection? There is no reflection. Out. So this is a philosophy. Like you have a mirror. So till the mirror is there, you have the reflection of your face. That reflection of your face is nothing but Jivatma. Mirror is out. No reflection, no Jiva. Finish. So there is only Bimba. So this is the philosophy of, so that means according to them Jivatma means with Upadhi only. So this is the philosophy of Advaitins, but it's not accepted, it's defeated. It is Sri Vishnu Purana Anusarena. So and also you can see Vishnu Shakti Paraprokta Kshetragnakya Tatha Apara. So that means Vishnu Shakti Paraprokta, that is Kshetragna. Vishnu Shakti is having two forms, Para, Apara. Para is what? So Kshetragnakya, that means is also known as Kshetragna. That is nothing but knower of the Kshetra, that is Jivatma. So Tatha Apara. So second one is there, one more. That is what? Avidya karma sanganya. So it is having the different notations. What is that? Avidya karma something. So Vishnu Shakti, Paraprokta, Kshetrajna, Tatha Apara. Okay, sorry. So Parashakti is the Antaranga Shakti, Apara is the so Jivatma Kshetrajna, Akya, and Tritiya. That means third one is so Avidya Karma Sanganya. So that means it is the Avidya or otherwise Bahiranga Shakti. Like this, you have three kinds of the Shakti is explained here. Iti Sri Vishnu Purana Anusarena. So next, Tatha from the Gita, Aparemeyas अपरिमेयस्त्वन्यां प्रकृतिं विद्धि मे परां जीवभूतं महाबाहो येयेदं धार्यते जगत्. This is the 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, 5th sloka. Aparimeyah tu anyam prakritim viddhi. So there is one more, my prakriti is there. He explained already Bahiranga Shakti. So before this, then he is explaining about the Jiva Shakti also, Tatasa Shakti. So Jiva Bhutam Mahabahu Yaya Yadam Dharyate Jagat. That means through the Jivatma only this material creation is holded. That means Jivatma is getting the different bodies in this material world, and so that's why this material prakriti is wore by the Jivatma. Okay. So that means you are also here seeing he is giving one more example from the Bhagavad Gita, Jivatma, so with Upadi. Next, Mamaivamsho Jivaloke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha Iticha Sri Gita Anusarena. Here also from the Bhagavad Gita also you established so two types. That means Jivatma with the body and Jivatma without. That means Mamaivamsho, it is directly quoted that without body. Mamaivamsho is without body, without Upadi. So that's why the Jivatma, since without Upadi is also existing, that's why Jivatma is eternal. But Advaitin's concept is Jivatma is not eternal. That is defeated. Now, Tatha Yat Tatastam tu Chidrupam Sasamya Vedyat Vinirgatam Ranjitam Gunaragena Sajiva Kati Iti Udkatyate Sri Narada Pancharatra Anusarena Gnayam. According to Narada Pancharatra, also Jivatma is defined. Yat Tatastam tu Chidrupam Swa Samvedyat Vinirgatam Ranjitam Gunaragena Sajivaha Iti Katyate. So Jivatma is what? Tatastham tu. Jivatma is Tadasha Shakti, Chidrupam. It is completely transcendental. Samvedyat Vinirgatam. So Ranjitam Raga Gunaragena. So but it is Ranjitam, that means it is given with the Upadhi based upon the Gunas. So different Upadhis is given, then that is known as Jivaha. So if the Upadhi Jivatma is known as Jivaha. Jivaha iti Katyate. Okay, we have seen this is based upon the Archana Paddhati. We have seen what is the different qualifications needed for Mahabhagavat. So that is we have discussed. So now we'll be going to of course this Anucheda is not this is just for the extra information. So Srila Jiva Goswami covered. Now we'll be getting so very important discussion. This is from here. Okay. So 199th Anuscheda. Till now we have seen what? So Ananya Bhakti. So Ananya Bhakti, if you want to get. So first of all, we have seen what is Ananya Bhakti. Then after that, so how to get the Ananya Bhakti? What is the Hetu for Ananya Bhakti? What is the Hetu for Ananya Bhakti? Sadhu Sangha. So that we have discussed. Sadhu Sangha only. Actually should say Sadhu Sangha only. So then it will be more appropriate. So Sadhu Sangha is only the thing which can give the Ananya Bhakti. Okay. That we have discussed. So that kind of Samukyam we can get through Ananya Sadhu Sangha only. Okay. Then after that, Sadhus. So Sadhu Sangha is only the thing which can give the Ananya Bhakti. Then we should know Sadhus, na? So Sadhus are how many types? 3. What are those? Papta Bhagavad Parshadaha Murchita Kashaya, Nirdhuta Kashaya, and Murchita Kashaya, like these three. So among them, who is top, that also we discussed based upon the various factors. So whom we should associate. So who got the Prapta Bhagavad Parshadeha means who got the spiritual body. Second one is Nirdhuta Kashaya means who completely cleaned all the contamination from their heart. So then Murchita Kashaya means who have some dormant contamination. So among these three, whom we should associate? Prapta Bhagavad Parshadeha, it's not like that. Based upon the prema adikyam, whoever is having the most love, even if he is not having the he is having some contamination, but his prema is superior to the compared to other two, then we should associate the one who is having the most so prema. So then how to know then prema adikyam, that also we discussed. How to know prema adikyam? What are the two factors? One, type and amount. Type and amount. Type is also two types. What is that two types? One is Amsha Amshi, and second one is Sadasya Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. Based upon that, we discuss the type. So that means if someone is worshipping the Krishna and someone is worshipping the Vishnu, whom you should associate? Krishna, because worshipper of Amshi you should select, not the Amsha's worshipper. Okay, so that sadhu you should not select. So to associate. Okay, this is the thing. So done Amsha Amshi and also Parimanam. So quantity. So quantity, how we are going to discuss? Quantity we can discuss Prema Ankuram, and also Prema Ankuram with opened Prema Ankuram, and also Prema is increasing. So like this amount also, that will be discussing in the more in the Priti Sandarbha. So Prema Adikyam. So Parimanam, that means quantity of the love. So whoever is having the more quantity, that you have to. So then finally what? Whoever is having the so superior prema, and also who got the realization, that means the sakshatkara of the Lord, and also who completely cleaned all his contamination, dirt, then he is the topmost sadhu we can associate. First preference is for him. If anyone is missing any of this, then they are inferior only. So okay, like that we discussed. After discussing like this, then we come to the Havi's discussion about the classification of sadhus based upon the 11th canto, 2nd chapter, Havi's classification. So there what we have seen sadhus can be classified based upon the various kinds of the symptoms. So symptoms based upon the consciousness, symptoms based on activities, kayika, symptoms based upon vachika, that means what they speak. So like this we have once again started analyzing the sadhus, that means classifying the sadhus. So first of all we are starting with the sadhus, so based upon categorization of sadhus based upon the that means manasika linga, that means based upon their consciousness, based upon their spiritual consciousness. So we are going to divide the sadhus. First one is what? So first one is Uttama. So Uttama sadhu, what he is doing? He is seeing the Sarveshu Bhutesh, that means in all the living entities, he is seeing the Bhagavat Bhavam, that means Bhagavat Bhavam. So in all the living entities, he is seeing. So how he is seeing all the living entities? In all the living entities, he is seeing as the body of the Lord, and there is Lord. All the living entities are the body of the Lord. That means what? In that body, who is there? Lord is there. Then which Lord he is seeing? Ishtadeva. That means whom he worship. So that deity he is seeing there. So he is seeing there. So that means Uttama Bhakta is the worshipper of the Krishna. Then he will be seeing in everyone the what? Krishna only, not the Paramatma. So who will be seeing the Paramatma? Paramatma will be seeing the basic. That means whoever is starting yogis. So who wants to, that means who started the yoga. So those will be seeing the Paramatma, not the devotees. Like example I gave actually. So whose example I gave? So Bhishmadev. Bhishmadev was seeing the, so Krishna. Okay, this we discussed. So like this Uttama Bhakta, he is always in all the living entities, he will be seeing this. And also he is seeing in his heart. So Krishna is a shelter for all these living entities. Like this also he is saying. Okay, this is done. So then after that, what we discussed? Madhyama Bhakta. So what is Madhyama Bhakta? Who is Madhyama Bhakta? Madhyama Bhakta is the one who is, so Ishware Tadineshu Balisha Dishasu. That means who is having Prema, Maitri, Karuna, Upeksha. Karuna, Upeksha. So whoever is having the Prema in the Lord, and in the devotees, he is having the friendship, and in the ignorant people, he is having the Krupa, and whoever is envious about the Lord, in them, he is having the Upeksha, neglect. He is neglecting them. Okay. So Madhyamadhikari, how? What is the difference with the response? If someone is scolding, so Lord, how Madhyamadhikari responds and how Uttamadhikari responds? What is the difference between the response? Madhyamadhikari, he is not at all having any difference in his actions, but he is having some chitta kshobha, that means some hesitation in the heart, but he is not at all reacting for them. So example is Prahlad Maharaj towards Hiranyakashipu. He didn't show any anger. Okay. But he is having some chitta kshobha. So this is the Madhyamadhikari symptoms. And what about the Uttamadhikari? He can show anger. Who is the example? So Sukadeva Goswami. What he is saying? Kulapamshanaha Boja. What is that? Kulapamshanaha Bojinaha. What is that? Bojanam Kulapamshanaha. So this is the one of the reference. So Sukadeva Goswami, he is showing his anger for the Bojas. That means they about towards Kamsa. So he is offender of the Lord, and Sukadeva Goswami is showing his anger. So this is only the response. Uttamadhikaris always they show anger only? No. What they show? They pay obeisances also. Sometimes it may happen like this also. Yeah. Uttama can do that also. So because they see that they are also, that means they are everywhere they are seeing their own Lord, and that's why, and they will be seeing everything with this Lord, with the mood of the Lord. So that's why with the Bhagavad Bhava. So there is a chance of like this also. And also how, that means Uttama Adhikari, so when he is getting angry towards the who are offending the Lord, so at that time, while showing his anger, at that time, what? He is out from this Krishna consciousness? No. How he is maintaining Krishna consciousness? What is that feeling he is having? So my Lord will chastise this devotee. With that feeling only, he is showing anger. That means his consciousness is not separated from the Lord actually, even at the anger time also. This is the quality of the Uttama Adhikari actually. So Uttama Bhakta will be behaving like this. Then after that, what we have seen? Then after that, we have seen this Uttama Bhakta. So how he is also feeling about the law, that means non-devotees. So he is feeling that, that means he wants to see everyone as devotee actually, and also he's seeing, and he's also feeling some times of some kind of this. So I'm not able to understand why this person is not doing the devotion. So what is stopping him? And Lord is so merciful, this and this like this. So in envy, that means he's not at all partial, and he's so kind, and why still he is not getting any love for that Lord? What is this stopping? And it is beyond to my thinking. So like this, so Uttam Bhaktas sometimes they think, and they will leave that and go away from that place also. So like this also, Uttama Bhaktas can respond towards the non-devotees. Non-devotees means whoever that means envious about the Lord. So like this, we have seen the various that means characteristics of the Madhyama and Uttama. Then after the finally we discuss the Kanishta Bhakta. So Kanishta Bhakta means he is seeing the Lord only in Archa Vigraha, not in other places. So then such a Kanishta Bhakta, yes. So then after that, we have taken the discussion of this Havis. So that means other 8 slokas which are describing about the different levels, other different qualities. That means spiritual qualities, the manifestation of these different spiritual qualities in the sadhus. So those we have seen, and also we have seen their hierarchy. That means first Kanishta, then after that next, like this. So various stages till Madhyama, and after Madhyama also. So Uttama, like this we have. So total 11 slokas. Totally they are explaining about the manifestation of the various spiritual qualities in all these various kinds of the levels, various levels of the, from Kanishta to Uttama, various levels are possible. So those levels we have seen. Okay, this is done. Then anyway, through Upas, according to the Archana Marga also, how Mahabhagavata so looks, that is also discussed. Archana Marga, according to Archana Marga, whom we should call Mahabhagavat? So who undergone 5 samskaras, and also who is doing the 9 kinds of the worshipping activities, and 5 types of objects he should know. So that is the Lord, Lord's abode, that means paraphernalia, and next mantra, and finally Jivatma. So whoever is knowing all these, so he is known as Mahabhagavat based upon the Archana Marga. It's done. So now the important thing is coming. So we want to see sadhus based upon their classification of sadhus based upon their sadhana, based upon their sadhana, based upon the sadhana. So tadevam upadishta bhagavassassu murchita kashayadaya mahat vedaha. So like this we have seen till now. Evam upadishtaha bhagavassassu murchita kashayadaya. That means murchita, nirduta, prapta bhagavat parshaddeha. Like this we have seen various different kinds of the categories. Next, Bhagavad Sanmatra Bedacha Tan Sanmatra Bedeshu Archayam Haraye Ityadina Tattad Gunavir Bhava Taratamyat Labda Taratamya Katichit Darshitaha Atha Sadhana Taratamyena Pitesham Taratamyam Aha Panchabihi. That means now we are going to see the 5 slokas. So based upon these 5 slokas, so Sadhana Taratamyena Tesham Taratamyam. So that means till now we have seen. So Taratamyam means classification. Classification of sadhus based on manifestation of qualities. So this is what total. So Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttama. Also we have seen various classes in between these 2. Okay, like total 6 classes we have seen in between Kanishta and Madhyama. Also another. This is done. Now next what we are seeing, classification of sadhus based on sadhana. Classification of sadhus based upon sadhana. How many types? So using 5 slokas we will be doing. So these are the 3 types. So what is that? Avaram. Avaram means Kanishta. Next, Madhyama. Next, so Uttama. You can classify Indians also based upon many ways. Based upon gender, how many types of Indians are there? 3. Two or three? Three. Uh, so three genders are there. Not two. Okay. Only less like this. Male, female, and yeah. You can classify Indians based upon gender. You can classify Indians based upon state. You can classify Indians based upon the religion. You can classify Indians based upon many ways like that. So religion, caste, many ways you can divide based upon language. So similarly, you can classify sadhus based upon their consciousness. That is done already. And now we are going to classify the sadhus based upon sadhana, practice. So based upon the practice, we are going to see. So what is the advantage of this? Knowing this, because we can associate. So we can classify the sadhus, so that is useful for association. The bhakti, the secret of bhakti is what? Association, or nothing actually. So, but if you are intelligent enough in selecting association, you will be successful. This is the secret of the bhakti actually. Only because of lacking of association only we are falling down, or nothing more actually. Because in the association, what will happen? Whatever you are so lacking points, they will be telling to you, and immediately they will help. So that's why association is the very important beginning of devotion, also with the association, and also protection of the devotion also will happen only through association. That's why Prahlad Maharaj, Prithu Maharaj, everyone. So whenever the Lord is asking to ask boon, then what he is asking? Association. So this is the crucial actually. So now we are seeing the sadhus classification based upon sadhana avaram. So what is total 5 slokas will take to do this classification. So from where we'll be taking Bhagavatam? So SB 11th canto, chapter 11. So 29 to 31, 33. Total 5 na? 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. These many slokas we use. Okay. Krupalurakrutadroha stitikshu sarvadehinam satyasaro navadyatma samasarvopakaraka kamairahata dirdanto mrudu शुचिरकिंचनः अनिहोमित भुक्षान्तः स्थिरो मच्चरणो मुनिः अप्रमत्तो गभीरात्मा धृतिमान् जितषड्गुणः अमानी मानदः कल्यो मैत्रः कारुणिकः कविः. So can anyone read the translation?
Oh, Deva, saintly person is merciful and never injures others. Even if others are aggressive, he is tolerant and forgiving towards all living beings. His strength and meaning in life come from the truth itself. He is free from all envy and jealousy, and his mind is equal in material happiness and distress. Thus, he dedicates his time to work for the welfare of all others. His intelligence is never bewildered by material desires, and he has controlled his senses. His behavior is always pleasing, never harsh, and always exemplary, and he is free from possessiveness. He never endeavors in ordinary worldly activities, and he strictly controls his eating. He therefore always remains peaceful and steady. A saintly person is very cautious in the execution of his duties and is never subject to superficial transformations because he is steady and noble, even in a distressing situation. He has conquered thirst, lamentation, illusion, old age, and death. He is free from all desire for prestige and offers honor to others. He is expert in reviving the Krishna consciousness of others and therefore never cheats anyone. Rather, he is the well-wishing friend of all, being most merciful. Such a saintly person must be considered the most learned of men.
Okay. So, Kripaluhu. So, 3 slokas are given here. Total 3 slokas. So, and also describe that person. So, first of all, he is a devotee or not, we have to see. So whom is mentioned in these three slokas is devotee or not, that we have to see. So because we want to associate devotees, not the jnanis. So but if you see the qualifiers, whatever adjectives are used here, so those are looking like the adjectives for the jnanis. Krupalu, what is the meaning of Krupalu? Paradukka asahishnuhu, who cannot tolerate others' suffering. It's like it's a quality of Gnani also. Next, Sarvadehinam, that means Titikshuhu. Titikshuhu means forgiving nature. So forgiving. So whoever is in the mode of goodness, he can forgive. So it is also quality of Gnani. So next, Satyasaraha, that means Stiram balam yasya, stiram balam va yasya. That means who have the constant strength. Next, akruta droha, sarvadehinam keshanchidapi akruta droha. So who never do any droha, cheating to others. So it is also, these qualities are, you see, are all looking the out of mode of goodness. Out of mode of goodness. Samaha means is neutral to everyone. It is also out of goodness. Samaha is being neutral is out of goodness only. And also sarvopakarakaha. So whoever in the mode of goodness, he will be helping all others. It is also mode of goodness. Kamaihi ahatadihi. That means who is not defeated by the lust. It is also mode of goodness. One who is in the Nishkama Karma Yoga. So one who does. So like you see, if you take our diagram. So karma arpanam, this is Jnana Marga and this is Bhakti Marga. So whoever is entering into this, so in the Jnana Marga, you will be having all these qualities. He will be Krupalu, he will be Akrutadroha, Titukshuhu, Satyasaraha, Anavadyatma, Samaha, Sarvopakarakaha. He is the well-wisher of everyone. Kamai Ahata Dihi. Dantaha means who he controls the senses. So Mruduhu is a soft. So Suchihi, Akinchanaha, Anihaha, Mitabuk, heat, limited. Shanta is peaceful. Sthiraha is stable. So these are all qualities of Gnani. That means Gnani, in the Gnana Marga, what? We try to cultivate. So mode of goodness. Mode of goodness will be cultivated. And Rajas and Tamas are suppressed. So to cultivate mode of goodness, one will be practicing the various kinds of the austerities and various kinds of the vratas and so on. So and studying the Vedas, Upanishads, so many things he will be doing. These are the Gnana sadhanas. So by doing like this, what will happen? So he will be finally reaching to the, so he is able to cultivate mode of goodness. From the mode of goodness, what will happen? Sattva sanjayate gnanam. Then he'll be getting the gnanam. So that means Jivatma is in presently what? So here if you take Jiva, this is Karmi Jivatma. Jivatma Karmi. Karmi Jivatma is entangled in the results of the fruitive activities because of what? Because of avidya. It is covered with the avidya. Here Jivatma is covered with the avidya. When it got the association of sadhus, so that means which sadhus? Gnani sadhus. Then it will enter into the Gnana Marga. Okay. So Gnana Marga, and in the association of the Guru, so there will be instructions, hearing from the Guru instructions. So then from that instructions, it is getting the knowledge. So by that knowledge, that means he's cultivating the mode of goodness. So that means that is leading to the knowledge. Knowledge is known as Vidya. Vidya Vaisharadi. So this Vidya is out of mode of goodness. It is also material. Okay. Now this Jivatma is completely, now this avidya is removed and it is covered with the Vidya, is known as Jivan Mukta. This Jivatma is Jivan Mukta. So that means as much as you cultivate mode of goodness, so you are becoming the, so that means covered with the Vidya. But to liberate, this Vidya also should be removed. So that is possible by what? when he take the shelter of some sort of the bhakti is needed. Without bhakti he cannot so get the Brahman. This is Brahman. So he cannot get this. So some sort of bhakti he has to do. Then he will be doing the bhakti misra gnanam. Bhakti misra gnanam. So then what will happen? Then finally by that bhakti, this vidya is also removed. Then this jivatma alone will enter into the Brahman. That is the final mukti. Okay, anyway. So, but what is the main point I want to say? Whatever the qualities we have discussed, those are all qualities cultivated by the Gnani. But here one quality is there. So that is telling about the bhakti. What is that? Macharanaha. Macharanaha. What is the meaning of? That means Krishna, who is saying this statement? Krishna is saying, it's like Uddhav Gita actually. Macharanaha munihi. That means this statement is telling that he is devotee, but he is mixed with the, his sadhana is mixed with what? Gnana. So that's why he is what? Gnana Misra Bhaktaha. You should analyze every sloka like that. So you have to see, so these qualities are based upon what? If these qualities are based upon goodness, so that means this is the Gnana, and also his Macharana is mentioned. So that means he took the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. So that's why he is the Gnana Mishra Bhaktaha. So where he is maybe here somewhere. He is to practice in the Gnana and also, no, he is not here. So this is only for exclusive for Gnanis. So Gnana Mishra Bhakta means, so he is also not Ananya Bhakta. Ananya Bhakta means he should be doing exclusively devotion. So that's why he is not Ananya Bhakta. And also he is not the purely Gnani also, because he is doing the Bhakti also. So that's why he is not pure Gnani. He is not the pure Ananya Bhakta. So you can keep here only somewhere. Okay. But whether he is doing karma or not, that also should see. Na? So that let us see, analyze the sloka. See, he is practicing karma sadhana also or not. Next what? Apramattaha gabiratma drutiman jita shadgunaha amani manadah kalyaho maitra karunikah kavihi. All these are all related to the Gnana, Gnani. So you can see the meanings of each word is given by the Sridhar Swami in the Tika. So those are very quite so understandable. I'm not discussing those. Okay. So the meanings. Here what in this sloka? So Macharanaha is the Vishesha and all are Visheshanas. That means Krupalu, Titikshu, so Sarvadehinam, Adroha Krut, so Santaha, Samaha, all these are all Visheshanas, and Vishesham is what? Macharanaha. Vishesha bhava, you know, na? That means red rose, if you say. Rose is what? Vishesham. Rose is Vishesham. Red is less. Redness is what? Visheshanam. And red rose is known as Vishishtam. Like Vishishtadvaitam. So Advaitam is what? Visheshyam. That Advaitam is what? Along with the Shaktis. Advaitam along with the Shaktis is known as Vishishta Advaitam. So like that, Vishishta means Visheshana Yukta Visheshyam is known as Vishishtam. Visheshana Yukta Visheshyam is known as Vishishtam. So that you should remember. So now here in this sloka, Macharanaha is what? Visheshyam. That is the main. And Shantaha, Samaha, Damaha, Titikshu, Krupalu, all these are all Visheshanas. So that's why Macharana is Visheshyam. That means Bhakti is main and Gnana is mixed. That's why Gnana Mishra Bhakti he is doing. Okay? No question. Later. Likh lijiye. And also, if you see after these three slokas, fourth sloka is there. So what is said? Agnayaivam gunan doshan mayadishtan adishthanapi swakan dharman santajyah sarvan mam bhajeta sacha sattamaha. In the next sloka, it is said that this Gnana Mishra Bhakta, whoever is said in this 29, 30 and 31, 29, 30 and 31 sloka. So Gnana Mishra Bhakta is said, and above, and next in 32 sloka, what is said? So you see, in the 32 sloka, it is said that, so Maya adishthanapi swakan gunan doshan agnaya evam so dharman santyajya. So in the 32 sloka, can you read the translation, Prabhu?
He perfectly understands that the ordinary religious duties prescribed by me in various Vedic sacrifice scriptures possess favorable qualities that purify the performer. And he knows that neglect of such duties constitutes a discrepancy in one's life. Having taken complete shelter of my lotus feet, however, a saintly person ultimately renounces such ordinary religious duties and worships me alone. He is thus considered to be the best among all the living entities.
So in the 32nd sloka, it is said that in 29, 30 and 31 sloka, that devotee is doing the Gnana. So that means Gnana Mishra Bhakti. And it is said that in 32 sloka, he is leaving everything. So leaving everything and doing only Bhakti. He is also doing the what? Karman, Sarvan, Swakan, Dharman. That means he is leaving the karma also. So from the word karma, you can say he is leaving the karma means he might be, that means this person is he is leaving karma. That means whatever is said, everything is leaving. He is leaving the karma also. That means he can consider from this sloka 32, he can also doing the karma also. That's a karma gnana mishra bhakti. So that means you can understand that. So of course directly is not said in this 29, 30 and 31. So in 32 he is leaving all those also karma is said. That means he is doing the karma also in the previous person. So that means whoever is practicing the karma means varnashrama dharma. So varnashrama dharma, gnana means cultivating the goodness. That means doing the various austerities and so on. So cultivation of gnana and everything he is living, and exclusively he is doing what? Bhakti. So mam sarvan santyajya sarvan dharman santyajya sarvan mam bhajeta sacha sattamaha is said. Sacha sattamaha means he is also sattamaha means devotee. He is also devotee means whomever, that means here Devadatta is there and Vishnu Datta is there. You said two people only are there. You said Vishnu Datta is also good boy. It means Devadatta is also good boy. That means whomever said in the 29, 30, 31 is also Sattamaha. That means he is also Sattamaha. That means devotee. And 32 person is also devotee. Why also is said? Because even he is not practicing these good qualities, even he is leaving all his prescribed duties, but doing only bhakti, still he is Sattamaha. That is the point actually. So that's why he said such a Sattamaha. So that means one may think that he is doing only bhakti and he left all his, that means as a husband, as a son, as a this, as a that. That means all the different kinds of the varna and ashrama duties are there. Everything he left. And also all the good qualities, giving the charities and so becoming the controlling senses and this and that, everything he left. But practicing only bhakti. So still Krishna is saying that such a Sattamaha, he is devotee. Definitely he is devotee, but he is devotee. So what is important thing we should understand? There is important thing is coming now. So dharman santyajya sarvan ma bhajeta sacha sattama. He is also devotee. Here, why he is living? So who is best? He is doing bhakti also and doing karma and gnana. He is best or not? Huh? No? Abba? Acha. Good. You are. So we see he is doing more, na? Karma, gnana, more. Huh? So he's doing karma and no more. But he's doing only bhakti. But you are all saying you are giving marks to him, not to him. Acha. Same thing. Your opinion is correct. So see how his explanation is done. Maya Veda Rupena Adhisthanapi Swadharman Santyajyo Mam Bhajeta Sah Api Evam Purvoktavat Sattamaha. That means even he is leaving all his dharmas based upon the Vedas, whatever that means, Varna Ashrama. So all he is living. So Saha Api Purvoktavat means as said previously. That means in 29, 30, 31, the person whom he is described. So like him, he is also so devotee. Why in also word is used? Because so one may think that even he is not doing anything, how can you say he is good? So devotee, because the point is, even he is not doing anything, he is also, Krishna is considering, since he is doing only bhakti, Krishna is also considering him as a such a sattamaha. Why he is living then? Question is coming. So why this person in 32, whomever is explained in 32, why he is living? Is it because of foolishness he is living? That means his duties. Out of foolishness he is living, or out of the atheism? Out of atheism. So why he is living? So this person. So he is not living not out of foolishness, not out of atheism. That means atheism means all dharmas are given by the Vedas. Whoever is not believing the Vedas are known as atheist. That means now all of a sudden, although that means in the society, if you see in the Vedic society, in Varnashram society, they will be following that means Sandhya Vandan, this, that, and many things they will be following. Now he is doing only Krishna Bhakti and left everything. Sandhya Vandan left, Agnihotram left, everything he left. Then by seeing him, what will be thinking people? Hey, Nastik ye to. Only saying Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. What is this? It's a fanatism. As Krishna fanatism, Nastik he is. And also he is not doing so all his the good practices, whatever are there, those also he left. That means he is a foolish? No, he is not foolish, or he is not Nastik, atheist. So but what? Why he left then? So the answer is Dharma charane sattva suddhyadin gunan vipakshe doshamscha. So by practicing the dharma, what will happen? So heart will be purified by practicing your prescribed duties according to the Vedas. So if you do, what will happen? By Nishkama Karma Yoga, what happens? Heart get purified. By practicing your prescribed duties, exactly, absolutely, what will happen? That will purify the heart. So that's why he left all those activities which can purify the heart. And also vipakshe, that means if you take in the opposite, even he left the all good activities and also all bad activities, everything he left. Dosham cha santyajya. That's means agnaya. Agnaya means gnatva api. That means even he knows these are all good. The activities will purify my heart, and he knows everything, but still he left all those. That means karma and gnana sadhanas, karma sadhanas and gnana sadhanas. So why he left? So madhyana vikshepakataya mad bhaktaiva sarvam bhavishyati. Because why he left? Hey, practicing of this elaborate dharma. That means as a father, as a mother, as a sister, as a brother, as a this, as a that, as a king, as a brahmana. So many activities are given by the dharma shastras. So all these are what? Vignataya. That means vikshepakataya. Vikshepakataya. Those are all just deviators, disturbance for practicing my exclusive devotion. Exclusive devotion means what? 64 items of sadhana bhakti, as explained in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, you should take that. Bhakti means here. That means direct devotion. So, okay, not the doing the karma for the and offering that karma to the Lord. That is not the exclusive devotion. That will come under this only. Okay. So, Mad Bhaktiyaiva. And also, what is his confidence? Then why he is not practicing all these sadhanas? Then his heart will not be purified. What will happen to? Then his heart will be completely filled with the dust, dirt. Is it like that? No. He has full confidence on bhakti. That means bhaktiyaiva sarvam bhavishyati. That means kleshagni subhada. That means all that means whatever contamination is there come by the sadhana bhakti. The pure devotion which is not mixed with the gnana and karma. Gnana karma dhyanu anavrutam, which is completely free from the gnana and karma. And such a bhakti krishnanusilanam, that means direct devotion to the Lord. What it will be giving? Shubhada. That means it will bring all the good, it will brought all the good qualities in you, and also kleshagni, it will be destroying all the contamination completely. That means prarabdha, kuta, bija, everything will be out, avidya. So such a confidence he has on the bhakti. So that means he is here. That means he got full shraddha in bhakti. And such a person will leave karma gnana here only, and he enters into the path of ananya bhakti, pure devotion. So why he is leaving karma gnana? Bhajana vikshepakataya, because those are disturbance for the bhakti. So that's why. And on one more thing, disturbance, and second thing is what? Bhakti can give everything, then why I have to practice all this? Karma and gnana. So that means that kind of consciousness one should develop. That kind of, that means faith on the bhakti is needed for doing the pure devotional service. Ananya bhakti. So mad bhaktiyaiva sarvam bhavishyati iti drudanischayena. Drudanischayena means full faith. With full faith. This is the full faith. That's why ananya bhakti, pure devotion, starts with full faith. 100% faith. 100% purna shraddha. So where we are? We are here. Not. Then anardha nivritti. Then only we'll be having the shraddha, sadhu sangha, bhajana kriya, anardha nivritti will start. When you have 100% shraddha in the bhakti. Huh? Yes, this. So next, Drudanischayena dharman santyajya. With that full confidence in the bhakti, he left. That's why sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam raja. Ahantam sarva papebhyo moksha. Krishna is giving the surety. You leave everything, all the dharmas. So, but even you will not get any sin by leaving all those dharmas, because I will purify. Kleshagni shubhada. That means I am taking care. My bhakti will take care. Why you are worrying like that? That kind of confidence is having. Kleshagni. So, drudanischayena dharman santyajya yena nivruttadikaritaya santyajya. Because matkadado jata shraddha. So whoever is getting the shraddha in the bhakti, then sarva karmasu nirvinnaha. That means he has adhikara to leave all. That is also you can take. Whoever is getting the full shraddha in the bhakti, they can leave the all other. That means dharma, that means karma, and also gnana, everything. You don't need to practice gnana also. That means practicing gnana means sometimes we want to be good. So we are trying to control the mind. So by using the Atma Gnanam, that means mind, so soul is, so chit, and I am not body. So like this, so I have to control myself based upon the knowledge, trying to control your mind. This is also Gnana actually. This kind of consciousness is also obstacle for the pure devotion. So that means one has to fully dependent on Krishna. That means fully dependent on holy name. And holy name will give everything. And such a devotion is done, then that is known as Ananya Bhakti. That kind of Shraddha. So, but beginning one may use just to enter into the bhakti, but it cannot be continued to progress in devotion. It cannot be. You have to leave that, because bhakti itself can generate everything. That means whatever the result you are getting from the other sadhanas, that will be given by the bhakti itself at any time. So, yadva haya shirsha pancharatrokta narayana. So, according to the haya shirsha pancharatra, so in the Narayana Stava it is said, Ye tyakta loka dharmartha Vishnu bhakti vasham gataha dhyayanti paramatmanam tebhyo piha namo namaha. So, what is the meaning of this? Whoever is leaving the, so tyakta loka dharmartha, that means based upon the, so society, he is getting the various dharmas, that means Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, so and Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha and Sannyasi, like this, various kinds of the dharmas are given to him based upon the society, and all those he left all those and santejya, that means tyakta loka dharmarthaha, and Vishnu bhaktim vashangataha, that means he completely took shelter in bhakti. Dhyayanti paramatmanam, that means, and he is fully meditating on the or worshipping the Lord. Then tebhyo api iha namo namaha. So to him also we pay obeisances. So we pay obeisances to that person also. It's not that he left everything, he's not doing anything in the society, so no contribution in the society. So what is the use of this kind of people? So they are useless people, these devotees. No, they are the Lord is saying that he is better than the, so who is the practicing, because he is having the ananya shraddha, that means poor, and that person is highest. That means we have to cultivate such a consciousness. Actually, we are not like that now immediately, but we should cultivate that consciousness gradually in us, dependency. Even you are working in corporate, so you will be thinking that now present your corporate work is giving the money to you, and then so that you are offering that money to the Lord in the form of bhoga and getting that, and then you are able to do your sadhana. So like this, you have still some kind of dependency or some kind of faith on your work, karma actually. So by doing this karma only nicely, I am able to do my sadhana. So this is Ananya Bhakti? No, it is not Ananya Bhakti. So but you have to slowly develop. Anyway, this karma is not my maintainer. My maintainer is only Krishna. Even if you do externally, but internal consciousness should be, so Krishna is protecting, and you should not be get affected by any results of this karma. You should become detached like Padma Patra Mivambasi. That means the lotus leaf is there in the water, but still it is not touched by the water. Same way, even if you do the work just to set example in the society, you might be doing, but that result should not affect on your consciousness, and you have to fully dependent on the Lord, and such a consciousness even if you develop, but still if you do the karma, then you should always, that means all the time if you remember the Krishna while doing the work also, then that is Ananya Bhakti. But it is very difficult, it's not so easy actually, but it is possible. That is the goal. That means becoming Ananya Bhakta is the goal of our life. That is the goal actually. That's the goal. So that's why whoever is leaving everything and so meditating on the Lord, such a person is also worshipped by these people. Such a person is also worshipable. Who is saying Haya Shirsh Pancharatra? It is said. So this is the whoever is practicing along with bhakti, karma and gnana, he is the avaram. So whoever is leaving all these and doing the only bhakti, he is madhyama. And who is the uttama then? So uttama, okay, that will come tomorrow. Uttama, I'll just tell the exam thing. Whoever is practicing, that means this Ananya Bhakti and reached the various stages, and who reached the bhava. And that means bhava means what kind of, how many types? Dasya, Sakya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. So that means anyone is one getting any one of these, and with this bhava, whoever is worshipping, he is the Uttama. Before that, he is using the what? Body, mind, and speech. But here he is getting the what? Bhava. This bhava is different. This is, that means ado shraddha, sadhu sangha, bhajana kriya, anardha nivritti, nishtha, ruchi, asakti, bhava. Bhava is very special. That means Krishnanuselanam, that is two types, Anuselanam, Cheshta Rupa, Bhava Rupa. So Bhava Rupa, that means Bhava Bhakti, whoever is getting, with that Bhava he is worshipping, then he is superior than the, so Madhyama also. That is, with the Bhava whoever worship, he is the highest. That will be seeing anyway. So what is the time? Okay. Questions? We'll take, further discussion is there about this Madhyama. So we'll be seeing it tomorrow.
Take questions?
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
Questions?
Huh?
Questions? We can
Yeah,
take?
questions.
Prabhuji, you mentioned these verses, Srimad Bhagavatam 11, 29 to 31,
Huh.
about the qualities of a Jnana Mishra Bhakti.
Yeah.
Similarly, we see in the Bhagavad Gita,
Adveshti, like that. Yeah.
not that, in the 12th chapter, we see, yes, 13.8 to 12.
Yes, yes.
So they are also the qualities, and he has got one quality, Mai cha ananya bhakti
Yeah.
yogane. Correct, no? That is
Yes,
a similar
same.
comparison.
Yes. Same. He is also Gnana Mishra Bhakta.
He is also-
Hare Krishna. So here the that is 29 to 33. That is quality mentioned, and that is said here Sacha Sattama. That is also Sattama. This is also Sattama.
Yes.
But this is this kind of Sattama is Krishna's point of view superior, no?
Superior,
compared to. But
Yes.
it is not mentioned. How to know? This is not mentioned. It is this is also Sattama. Also Sattama is coming same category.
Yeah. You
It
may get
appears
that out. Yes, yes.
It
I
appears
understood.
like that. So, but look, Krishna's point is great. He's what
He's
to say,
great
the
actually.
superiority over this, no, is not coming out. This sense only
Yeah.
coming out. This is also is giving up all good qualities, other things,
Uh-huh.
but is also considered Saptama. But
Yeah.
here is why is giving up this, because his surrender is increasing more, faith is increasing more.
Yes.
That is it should
That's
be
it.
considered really Sattama. They are not Sattama.
That Acharya explains in the commentary. Next.
And जैसे उत्तम भक्त जैसे भाव रूपा and चेष्टा रूपा भक्ति is there. So उत्तम devotee, उत्तम भक्ता does चेष्टा रूपा and चेष्टा
When you reach to the bhava, then so that bhava is increased, and then chesta will come in the
Sakhi.
anubhava rupa.
चेष्टा रूपा become
Anubhava. That means in the Uttama Bhakta, so in Uttama Bhakti, there are the various actions will be there, but those are all what? Anubhavas. That means crying, dancing, smiling, this will be doing.
this kind of chesta.
Yeah, this kind of chesta.
Not just
Not kind of this kind. No.
deities, other
That
thing.
will not be there.
Oh, that will be only sadhaka stage.
That is in sadhaka.
Before asakti.
Yes.
That is.
Online. Okay. No questions, Mataji. Okay, thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Huh?